You're watching the Sports and Political channel of LB. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. And before we really get into the meat and potatoes, I need to make something very clear. I'm not a LeBron James dicklick, nor that I am a LeBron James hater. This is to address a comment made by Stephen A. Smith on a segment during First Take when he was talking with the modern day burger robber and Brian Windhorst. Now, he made a comment about LeBron James being responsible for the slam dunk contest being ruined, and that can't be farther from the truth. And the one thing we cannot do is hold one player to these outlandish standards. Now, there's a time to get on LeBron James, and there's a time to not get on LeBron James. And that's pretty unfair considering that nobody, and I do mean nobody, was saying that when Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon put on that epic dunk performance in 2016. Nobody was saying that LeBron James ruined the slam dunk contest then. What was people saying back then? Oh, the slam dunk contest is back. And I am looking forward to next year's slam dunk contest and all that stuff, right? Nobody was saying that LeBron James ruined the slam dunk contest then. When Dwight Howard was putting on the Superman cape and he caught that ball from the stands and dunked that ball in, nobody was saying LeBron James ruined the slam dunk contest. When Blake Griffin was jumping over a car to win the slam dunk contest, nobody was saying that then. Hell, we can go all the way back to 2000 when Vince Carter did the reverse 360 way before LeBron even got drafted. Nobody was saying anything about, well, obviously you can't say about LeBron because he didn't play. But the idea is the slam dunk contest was on the verge of being killed before LeBron James even thought about playing in the NBA, before people were even had this idea about the phenomenon known as LeBron James, right? So what we got to do is stop this bullshit and this sensationalism about one player ruining the entire concept of the slam dunk contest. So when the NBA pretty much minimizing the winnings of the slam dunk contest, and then you have participants going on missing dunks, doing the same dunk 3 or 4 times before they finally decide to get it right, and then you have a situation where judges are being biased, like D Wade did with Derrick Jones Jr. one year, because Derrick Jones Jr. played on the Miami Heat. When you got that type of stuff going on, then how's LeBron James being responsible for ruining the slam dunk contest? It's stupid. It's a stupid take. Look, if you want to get on him for not participating in it, that's one thing. Right? Know the difference. Right? We got to stop lumping LeBron James into everything that goes on in the NBA. If you got former NBA players getting involved in insider trading, or you got former NBA players getting involved in a healthcare fraud scheme, how does LeBron James fit in that equation? What does he have to do with that? So we got to stop this nonsense, man. A lot of motherfuckers out here just being goofy. And Stephen A. Smith ain't no different. He out here doing all this crazy nonsensical takes and all that, and you're corrupting people's minds when you're sitting up here making these outlandish takes. Like I said before, There's a time to get on LeBron James about stuff, and there's a time to not get on him about stuff. We just can't lump him into every scenario that goes on in the NBA. He's just one player. He might be a polarizing player, he might be a popular player, but he's still just one player. So, Stephen A. Smith, how does LeBron James be the individual, the one and only individual that's responsible for the slam dunk contest being ruined? How is that possible? So you didn't say that when John Morant didn't want to participate, and John Morant was out here doing all kinds of facials and rim rocking dunks. How come he didn't participate? Huh? You didn't say that about John Morant. So why does LeBron James have to be the brunt of that? There's a time to get on LeBron, and there's a time to not get on LeBron, because we have way more evidence and instances out there how this man moves that we can get on him about. This is not one of them. This ain't one of them. What's up, Ted Cox? Back to the basics. Salute. Yeah, man. Every time you turn your head, this man bashing black folks on TV. It's like that's his shtick. It's like that what gets his blood boiling. Right? Now, with the NFL having to revamp the Pro Bowl because nobody watched the Pro Bowl, are you gonna blame Aaron Rodgers for why the Pro Bowl is as crappy as it was? Of course not. He's not doing nothing like that. Are you gonna blame Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco for why the home run derby ain't as good? Because we got guys busted for steroids and all that. I don't see you bring your ass on TV blaming Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco and all these other dudes that got busted for PED use. So cut the cap. Cut the cap. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Because see, I'm not gonna do nothing like that. I'm not gonna sit up here and create all these outlandish takes and all that. That's why my channel exists. To counteract the counterfeit narratives like that. Because if I were to come on and make stupid takes to go viral, I'll be just as guilty as the people I'm going after. That was a stupid take. You said that yesterday, sitting along that Hamburglar Brian Windhorst. Or I'm sorry, the man who robbed the Hamburglar. Now, why you ain't talking about Dana White, huh? Why you not all? Why you all up? Why you not all up on Dana White's helmet after he beat his wife live on TV for everybody to see, huh? I think all up on the cameras. You ain't say nothing about that then. See, that's one thing I don't like about this dude, man. He's sitting up here going scorched earth on black athletes, and then meanwhile, he treats the situation like that with kid gloves. But we all know what type of we all know what type of nonsense this guy be on. I mean, it's well documented at this point. It's well documented at this point. I just felt that that was a ridiculous take about LeBron James not participating in the slam dunk contest. If you want to talk about how he didn't carry the tradition, that's one thing. If you want to talk about, well, you can't talk about how it ruined his legacy, because we all know at the end of the day, he's going in the Hall of Fame. Nobody's gonna bring up that he didn't participate in the slam dunk contest as a criteria for him being left out the Hall of Fame. If you're saying that, then you are a fucking hater, a buffoon. Like I said, there's way more stuff we can get on this guy about other than talking about the slam, Oh, he didn't participate in the slam dunk contest. He personally ruined it. How? How? Will you get G Leaguers coming in winning the slam dunk contest, right? Or what else? What's the other thing? What's the other thing? Oh, yeah. How about just a thought, right? The All-Star game is supposed to be for all stars, right? That means I should not be seeing G Leaguers in the slam dunk contest, right? If you are not an all-star, you should not be participating in those festivities, if you ask me, because it should be exclusively reserved for the people who got voted in the All-Star game or the All-Star weekend. That's just my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, well, fuck you. But that's my opinion. What's up, Tyler Brown? LeBron James did not ruin the slam dunk contest. Have you guys not been watching? When you got guys doing the same dunk 3 and 4 times and getting 50s, have you guys not been watching the nonsense that's been going on? How is only 4 people participating in the slam dunk contest? 4! And 3 of them I didn't even freaking know. What's up, Leroy McConnell, bro? What's up? Salute, bro. Long time no see. 3 of them dudes I didn't even know. I sure as hell didn't know no goddamn on Matt McClung. Like I said, that whole All-Star Weekend experience in Utah was a freaking disaster. It was a disaster. You got Africans performing during halftime show. Mary J. Blige wasn't no speed dial. You couldn't get Nas on the phone. You couldn't get Travis Scott or goddamn Migos or freaking Common or Talib Kweli. None of them dudes was available. You had to go get a whole bunch of goddamn Africans to perform. I don't know none of them motherfuckers. That whole All-Star game concept where you're picking guys before the game began, what the hell was that? That whole thing was a complete clown show. And then the game itself, forgettable. Absolutely forgettable. No defense being played. Guys out here shooting 3-pointers and got dang on whatever town in Utah that is outside of Salt Lake City and having de facto slam dunk contests then. Talk about that. Talk about how bad that was. That was a forgettable All-Star weekend. But LeBron James being personally responsible for the slam dunk contest being ruined? Really? Really? Huh? Really? All right. So where was that in 2016? That's the question I got. When everybody was saying that the slam dunk contest is back and that way those 2 performances by both Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine was epic and all that, nobody was thinking about LeBron James then. Why he up here now? Huh? Why he up there now? Maybe if you talk to Adam Silver and get him to incentivize the slam dunk contest, right? I'm not necessarily saying from a monetary standpoint, but he has to incentivize the slam dunk contest to get people to sign up for it. And that, in my opinion, will address the issue of why star players are not doing the slam dunk contest. You got to incentivize it. You got to give people an incentive to do something. Like with anything else. No different than anything else you do in life. You have to incentivize it. If there ain't no incentive to do it, then why do it if there ain't no incentive to do it? That's all I'm saying. Now, like I said before, I'm not a LeBron James dicklick, and I'm definitely not a LeBron James hater. As far as I'm concerned, when it comes to this whole thing, people be getting into blood boiling debate sessions about, I don't give a fuck either way. As far as I'm concerned, the man going in the Hall of Fame, first ballot, and people going to be lauding over his success, and then you got to have the extreme haters that's going to pinpoint every little flaw that he does, or he has, or how he moves, or whatever. At the end of the day, he's going in the Hall of Fame first ballot. Period. So all these weird ass scenarios I hear a lot of these goofballs I hear talking about when it comes to the whole LeBron versus Jordan debate, I don't give a fuck about that. Because the never ending saga of outlandish takes, people misusing stats, and then you just got the flat out people who don't know what the hell they talking about. I don't want to hear about what team would have done what and what year and all that. Oh, what would happen if the 2011 Miami Heat played the 1996 Chicago Bulls? What would happen there, LB? I don't give a fuck. Now, if you got NBA 2K, maybe you can formulate your opinion off that, right? I don't want to hear nothing about what would happen if the 2013 Miami Heat played the 1998 Chicago Bulls. So the fuck what? You don't got a time stone. You don't got the power of telepathy, right? Considering that there's a whole myriad of factors that you have to take into account. So when I hear people come up with these outlandish scenarios about what they think will happen and all that, like there's some end all be all basketball savant or whatever like that, it is ridiculous. And that ruins the quality of the content, in my opinion. Considering that some of these players back then were coaches now. Considering that there's rules changes, there's how the game is played, how the game is officiated. You know, there's all this stuff that has to be taken into account. But you let a bunch of dimwits, dunderheads, and dodo birds tell her, hey man, Jordan go down the lane, he gonna be dunking on 3 people. That kind of ridiculousness. We got to get away from that. We got to get away from the sensationalism and all the projecting opinion and stating it as a fact or whatever like that, right? That's why too many people don't want to talk to me when it comes to basketball, right? People avoid me when it comes talking to basketball because I don't put up with that foolishness. I don't. I don't tolerate that foolishness. If you want to go on a basketball channel where the person who's speaking IQ is lower than their shoe size, then go over there and deal with them. But don't come over here with that nonsense. I ain't putting up with that shit. Ridiculous takes what Stephen A. Smith said. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. And I'm not going to stand for no bullshit like that. Like I said before, on many times on the stream, there's a time to get on LeBron James, and there's a time to not get on LeBron James. This is not one of them. This ain't one of them. That's all I gotta say about that. Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Last but definitely not least, shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Hey!